Well, oh well. I thought I was done for today. Then I seen an article with Michael Bloomberg. Is it Bloomberg or Bloomberg? I think it's Bloomberg. But Michael Bloomberg said he will pledge $70 billion toward Black Americans. No, he won't. Man, I guess Michael Bloomberg is the male version of Hillary Clinton. Selling these dreams and know he can't get none of this stuff passed unless he had the if he do win, unless he had the Democratic House and a Democratic Senate. So nah. You know, me, I vote for the best candidate. Michael Bloomberg, stop selling us black people these dreams, man, that you know you can't fulfill. Nah, man. I know. I know money and promises and dreams is some of the stuff that have bought black people votes and stuff. But Michael Bloomberg is a billionaire himself. What about I think about 50 billion? Something like that. And what they said about 70 to 8 black people? I mean 70 to 80 million black people in America, something like that. Mike, you can get every black person in America $1 million right now. And that just be your interest. You don't have to pledge $7 billion if you win the presidency. Win to be president. Okay, here goes some of the article right here. Former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg would announce on Sunday his presidency campaign plans to aim at boosting economic opportunities for Black Americans, promising to triple their income over the next decade, but stopping short of promising reparation. He promised Black American reparation. He know he done then. His campaign is over. The announcement come, and then you know what? Most of the country, like myself, they're not believing that $70 billion being going to our black people. They know how Democrats do. You know, I'm an independent voter. I'm not a Republican because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat because I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent voter. But Michael, we don't heard this story so many times. Bill Clinton don't lie. Uh, Barack lied. We now know we're more educated on politics now. At least I am. I'm more educated on politics to believe any kind of promise coming from the politician, especially just saying they're gonna aim it toward black people. Nah, dude, you just trying to get some black votes. That's all. The announcement comes as the billionaire continues to face questioning about the controversial stop and frisk police tactic he endorsed as mayor, and as he seeks to build support among African Americans, a key voting bloc in a Democratic primary. Like I said, but the one thing is by this stop and frisk. See, I don't live in New York or I don't live in Chicago, so I understand some of them guys being upset about them being frisked for no reason but only being black. But they said But they said that the crime rate in New York and also in Chicago at the time was dropping like crazy. Like that was some of the lowest crime rates in the history of them two cities when they had stop and frisk. So it was a good thing. And then, some people feel like their constitutional right was violated, being apprehended and not being charged with anything. But Bloomberg, Greenwood plans to name after the Greenwood district, otherwise known as Black Wall Street, a, a Tulsa neighborhood that was once considered one of the most economic prosperous black communities in the United States. The neighborhood was the center of the deadly two-day attack by white mobs during the 1920s. 99 years later, Bloomberg will announce his plan in the same district. So he's going to Black Wall Street to announce that he wanted to pledge $70 billion to Black America if he get elected. You really pushing that black card hard, ain't you, dog? You're pushing that black card real hard. He quote, for hundreds of years, America's systematical stole black lives, black freedom, and black labor. Bloomberg will say, according to his pre-prepared remarks, and the impact of that leftover a period of centuries has meant an endorsement. I fucked up. I messed up that time. They said meant an humongous loss of wealth for individuals and families across generations. A kind of compound interest in reverse. Well, it passed time to say enough. And too damn well to do something about it. Bloomberg, one of the richest men in the world, with a media empire and $50 billion estimated net worth. $1 million a person, dog. He spent about $70 million. Some of his gains to the previous that come with being a white man in America. Privileges. I also know that my story might have turned out very different if I have been black, and that more Black America of my generation would have ended up with a fair more wealth. Had they been had they been white. Later in the speech, he expected to add, I didn't know it at the time, but when my parents moved to the house I grew up in, the owner wouldn't sell to them. They didn't want a Jewish family in the neighborhood. Luckily for us, our Irish lawyer was willing to buy it and transfer it to my parents. But if my mother and father has been black, we would not have been so lucky. Bloomberg plans. You see what he did right there? Bloomberg said, we went through the struggle too when I was young. So they won't sell to the Jewish people neither. They won't sell it. We were Jewish. They had the Jewish last name. They won't sell it to me, man. See, I went through the same struggle as you black people. I went through the same struggle Donald Trump did to y'all. Uh, the owner, the ex owner for the Los Angeles Clippers, he did the same thing. He didn't want to do it, let black people buy any of his property or rent any of his property. I went through the same thing. We had to hire a lawyer, let him buy the property. Then we moved in. I see transfer the doing money to us. I mean, transfer the deed to us. Oh, y'all can relate to me, can't you, black people? Oh, y'all can relate. Don't call me Bloomberg. Call me brother. But Bloomberg plan, according to details released by his team, focus on investing in black businesses and home ownership, which include a $70 billion investment in the country, 100 most disadvantaged neighborhoods. The money will be controlled by a new White House official. The neighborhood equality and opportunity office will coordinate across the federal agents. The plan provided did not state the critical to determine a level of disadvantage beyond being placeable place base in evidence base. Place a base in evidence base. That's how it is. I ain't lying to you. Let's see. In his proposal, mortgage and loan guarantees will also be forced to update their credit and score requirement, which the plan maintains is a rigid against African Americans. Under the initiative, a White House Fairness Commission will be established with a $10 billion fund to work with the locating and municipalities to test the potential reserve house law that might discriminate against buyers or renters of color. You really, if you read this right here, you think all black people had bad credit. He said in his proposal, mortgage and loan guarantors will also be forced to update their credit score requirement, which the plan maintain is rigid against African American. Miss Bloomberg. Let's go right at 700. I know he ain't the at the great, but it's at the good, dog. Let me tell you this, Mr. Bloomberg. All black people don't have bad credit. There's quite a few, but all black people don't have bad credit. Some of us pay our bills and pay them doing, we pay our bills, the car loans, the mortgages, and all the loans, whatever, paying our bill, man. So don't do that, Bloom. Don't do that. All black people don't have bad credit, Bloom. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Bloom, Bloomberg presidential bid has been clouded by his fraud history with the NYPD stop and frisk policy when he was mayor. For years, Bloomberg passionately defended the practice, which gave officers broad authority to stop and search anyone suspect of, of a crime. But critics saw the police tactics as discriminatory against black and brown New Yorkers, who were an overwhelming percentage of those stopped. Then again, in January of last year, in response to the question about the percentage of the policy, Bloomberg maintained that it had lower crime rate. He ain't lying, it lower crime rates. But that don't people constitution right. He said, I quote, I was wrong. He admitted at the black mega church in Brooklyn. And now I'm sorry. Man, he following that script good, ain't he? Be a Democratic uh politician, especially running for president. You got to make a few stops inside one of them black churches. But he ain't just go to a black church. He went to uh, a Mago black church. That's one of them like Colosseums black churches. And he said I was wrong and I'm sorry. He apologized for doing law he put in book that lasted for years. It's just like you can't apologize for something you already done did, man. That happened for years ago, and you ain't been married in so long. You should apologize when you was still a mayor. Don't apologize when you're trying to be a president. Come on, man. You apologize when you're trying to be a president. That sounds too political. It sounds like something you just doing because you're trying to run for office. Come on. They need to change the handbook for doing the Democratic politician instead of going on to that. Well, hey, sir, you got to go to a black church. Okay, put me down. I go for a black church. Hey, sir, you got to make a promise to the black people that you ain't gonna be able to keep. Put me down. We'll say we'll play at $70 billion. Hey, sir, uh, whatever it take, just promise them gift, promise them homes. Just keep promising. You might win. That's the Democrat handbook. Mm-mm. Yep, they still think we stupid. Police brutality is mentioned twice in his Greenwood speech, which required bias training for law enforcement agents. Specified forms of reputation did not appear in the plan. Not reputation. Reparation. That's because I was looking like this. I'm like, yeah, reparation. That's a reputation. Mm. Reputation is often met by skittish behavior from presidential candidates. And none of the four frontrunners, former Vice President Joe Biden, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and former former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Peter Buttigieg address reparations directly in their policy focuses on Black Americans. All have conceded that the idea be studied further. Anybody say they're gonna study further? They like, nah, I ain't messing with that. It says senior Bloomberg advisors told Yahoo News that the former mayor thinking on reparation is in line with his rival and support a continuous study. Well, I already know reparation ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen because if you put a value on the done stuff, land, and people in the family who were broken up and so-called sold and all that kind of stuff, that junk in the millions, maybe the billions. So, reparation. And like I said earlier, Bloomberg Bloomberg is worth $50 billion. If he get each black person in America $1 million, he won't skip a beat. He won't miss a beat. Not at all. Not at all. You don't need to become president. If you want to do something good, it make you sound good. You want to do something good, that's all you got to do. Pull out $70 million. You know, I ain't here for no support, welfare support. Anybody just give me money just to give me money. But don't play no idiotic shit like that, saying you're gonna put $70 billion to the side. I mean, in something, and you're gonna force the realtors and all them loan people to lower their standard because black people got bad credit, so they can get a home. The junk crazy, man. People, Bloomberg, he's an older gentleman. Bloomberg might be still, and he may go rich. He crazy rich. Like I said, $50 billion. Bloomberg don't know the people like that. You know, the common people, working class, the people get out there and would be living check to check. Bloomberg don't know them people. Don't know nothing about them. Don't know nothing about this economic or nothing. He just reading some off the paper, saying what he gonna pledge. Stop making stop making promises you can't keep, man. Cause you can't play it. Cause we don't seen it so many times about when they try to put in the something in the legislation and both sides don't agree. So both sides got to take something out to put something in to make the law go through. Like this last one, instead of it's to stop for a government shutdown. Donald got a chance to he got some money for his wall. President Trump got some money for his wall. And also he raised the percentage. He gave the military a 3% raise. Good job, Donald, on that. And then they gave him all that stuff just to get that little part passed. So Bloom, they not gonna let you pass no $70 billion unless, like I said earlier, unless the Democrat had control of the House and the Senate. And then with this impeachment about to take place now, against President Trump, and they talking about no witness gonna be called, and they're gonna try to make the trials real fast. And the Senate is Senate is the jury, and the Republican control the Senate. I seen one report saying they just need 4 Republicans to vote. I heard that sounds. It sounds strange, but my dogs didn't jump up, so ain't nobody trying to get in the house. But they said they need 4 Republicans to join the Democrat, and they'll have them numbers to impeach President Trump. To be honest with you, the Republicans already undecided, and the ones if 1 or 2 go against go against Donald Trump in the Senate, they might well kiss their damn career goodbye. Kiss their career goodbye. Because we know how President Trump get. Oh, you want against me? I'm about to put my effort toward another Republican to get you out, and then have him or her go against the Democrat. So, hey, New Yorkers, tell Bloomberg to calm down a little bit. That this ain't gonna happen right here. This ain't gonna. He might get some black people talking. He might get some black people talking. Like, oh, You see what Bloomberg gonna do? But then some of them political illiterate people, who don't understand the smoke that the political politicians try to sell you. There's gonna be some people. I can see it. I can see it coming. Bloomberg gonna be out on all the 24 hours news cycles. They're gonna be one of the top stories. See this? Oh, just in Sunday, Michael Bloomberg pledged $70 billion to African Americans, and if he become president, and said he gonna make sure that lenders and realtors treat African Americans fair. I think Bloomberg should be one of the top contenders now. They've raised up his percentage. That's another thing. Who be doing these percentage on these doing polls, saying the president this percent, the candidate this percent. Come on, who be doing these percentage? I have never received a call asking me who do I like or who I support for president. For any kind of thing, any kind of thing. Oh, excuse me. I haven't received for any kind of anything about who would be the president, who be a governor, none of that junk. And I've been voting ever since I was, ooh, I think since I turned 18. Yep, I've been voting ever since I turned 18. And that's almost, ooh, ain't no almost. That's 28 years ago. I know. I don't look it, but yeah, I've been 28 years ago. And I was so happy when I voted for the first time too. I like, but I was kind of lost at the same time. But I figured it out. No, I'm a bowling vet. Yeah. Hey, thank you for watching this video. My one person. I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you know, if you are the same color am I, or race, so I don't know which one. Haven't we heard this before? We, we heard this from Hillary Clinton when she was running for president. When she said, "I got my hot sauce in my bag too." You know when that song Beyonce came out, I forgot what the name of that song of Beyonce, but she said something about I got hot sauce in my bag, and Hillary Clinton talking about pull out a bottle of hot sauce. Talking about she got a bottle of hot sauce in her bag too. So that was my red flag. It wasn't nothing. It ain't had nothing to do with doing emails or anything. It just pissed me off to see all this fake black love when they looking for votes. And it pissed me off when. Hold on a moment, my daughter. Hey, black girl. Ain't nothing much. You ready to come home? Okay. Let me go ahead and wrap up this video and I'll be on my way to come get you. Alrighty. I love you. See you soon. All right, later, Shanti. Later. Thank you for watching this video. I'm about to go pick up my daughter away from over her mom's house. She stayed there this weekend. Well, she stayed there not all every weekend, but most of the weekend she stayed over there. Somebody go pick her up. And thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification, dislike, share, leave your opinion. All opinions are welcome. Constructive opinions, Negative opinions, positive opinions, leave an opinion. You know, I like them all. Talk to you later.